Okay, welcome to another episode of the Car Council. Today we finally got our 2013 MP4-12C convertible, or Spyder, back today from McLaren. We had a little bit of work done, just follow me here. We had the engine reconditioned end to end. So this one's got, fairly high miles on it for a McLaren, about 34,000 miles on it. But they redid the engine. We're not quite ready to part with this engine yet because A, it works, and B, we want to blow the engine before we put a new one, which we've got over in the corner way over there in. So we're going to do that. So the engine's redone, all reconditioned, ready to go. Then we also put on new rotors, new calipers, even a fancy new emergency brake because the rotors are slightly larger. So this is going to give us more braking power. Eventually, we're going to get these rims replaced, probably with, follow me over to the donor. So this is kind of like the Harry Potter Voldemort thing. Neither can survive while the other lives. So what we have to do is two are going to become one. So we're salvaging parts from this guy, and they're going on that guy, which is going to start with things like the doors. So for example, McLaren with these cool doors over here, the white ones, they had this cool thing where you just slide your hand and boop, it would open most of the time. But then they replaced it with these janky little buttons here, which honestly, that's embarrassing. You don't want to be out on a date and then you kind of like do your scissor door thing and that shows. Not cool. So we're going to replace the doors. Once we get all that done, we're either going to get it painted or wrapped. We don't know yet. It's got some of the old wrap on it here still, but not to worry. That's all good. So this guy right here is giving its life so the other can live.
When I took those door panels off was missing like 5 out of the 8 bolts on each side.
It's probably built on a Friday.
Yeah, that's bad.
Built on a Friday?
Yeah, it's just McLaren. Like when you own one of these, you have to accept the fact that something's gonna fall apart. You'll have a bolt pop out of somewhere and that's it.
I do wonder while we've got this thing apart. Well, I wonder many things while we're
I've wondered a lot with this.
I wonder why we have it apart. But I also wonder, this is the thing that's always bugged me about McLaren versus Ferrari. What Ferrari does, really, really well is they frame the engine. It's art. You want to look at it. But here in the Spyder, you really can't. You've got, there's a engine cover here that's largely, you can't see anything, and that's beautiful. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Why would you want to cover it up? It's frankly a crime. And if you could get, there are a few things like if for a moment, they maybe got this little piece of aluminum foil here, gold plated instead of silver, it would just spruce it up. But things like this piece here, I get it because it's largely covering the little space for the bonnet here as we do the kind of put the roof back. But right here, this should all be visible McLaren, every bit of it. Just a humble suggestion. As we've been taking apart the MP4 here, this one's a 2013 or maybe it's a 2012, doesn't matter. We're finding a ton of parts from the MP4 which were used on the P1. And I'm not just talking about like the crash tubes. And it's funny because I've bought an entire wall of flipping P1 parts because, they're OEM. I totally got it. Because we do want to build an OEM true to spec P1, got it. But just to be clear, crash tubes, they're effectively identical. Front subframe, effectively identical. This little brace or crossbar here, 100% identical. You can tell me it's different, but I can add, and it looks exactly the same to me. So there's a lot of componentry that is very, very similar. Now, obviously, kind of like the tubes, hoses, blah, 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 that's gonna need, that's gonna be different. But when we've looked inside my P1, there's a lot of parts that are not labeled, in this case, P12, they're labeled P11. Okay, so we're gonna go over to the P1 wall. As we go over here, let's take a look-see. Now, by the way, there are a few pieces that we're gonna be donating to Tavarish's project while we're here. For example, this guy right here, Tavarish needs some buttons. So we're gonna make sure that he gets this so that he can use that. And then a couple other things. So I'm hoping he actually comes by, but if not, then we'll ship those to him. But you can obviously see we have the front crash tubes here that also look like Optimus Prime legs. So we have that, and as soon as I can locate in a moment the front brace, I'll show you where that is. Obviously, maybe just a couple other quick things here. So there's obviously a lot of bespoke P1 parts, things like hydraulics for the wings, all the interior components, those are totally different, blah, blah, blah. So that's cool. Obviously the exhaust is different, but when you get down to certain things like tubes, hosing, even like the air conditioning unit, those are largely the same. But things, and again, there are other things like up here you have, these are the super arches, which are different than, I guess, the felt covered arches for the MP4. So obviously lighter weight, blah, 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 all that good stuff is going to be different. But there's a good chunk of stuff that it's identical. Okay, so this thingy is actually a P1 front. I don't know what part this is. This is the, okay, this is labeled P12, so this is technically for a P1. But what I want to do is come over here and I want to see if this thing fits across the same crash tubes for the MP4. Obviously, it's a little bit different. It was extruded maybe slightly differently, but let's take a look here. So in a literal sense, down to the millimeter, the width is identical. The drill holes, let's see here if we've got the same drill pattern. 2, 1, 2, identical drill pattern. So if you look at it here from the front, the lip is slightly different, obviously, because you've got the front panel is going to mount to this right here. So the mounting points are a little different. So I guess that you can see kind of the width is a little bit different this way, or I guess the depth of it. But width-wise, it's identical. And then let's see height-wise. Actually, the height's, oh, you know what they did? Look at that. They just actually cut what looks like the bottom piece of it off there. So it's effectively the same thing. This one was just like
Weight reduction.
yeah, hacked off weight reduction. Smart for sure, but largely looks like the same manufacturing process. And to be honest, like I can turn this thing into this thing. That is not light.
It's heavier.
Yeah, why don't we,
Mr. Flex.
okay, now what?
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, let's use the crane.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot easier because now we're just going horizontally, so that's going to be super easy. Cooler idea in theory.
We're
In
freaking
theory,
doing it.
Getting it done.
There was a lot of in theory at this project. Hey, if we get one in,
No, it's not.
then we're
on the
good.
end.
Consider it a success.
I just can't wait until the MDOS system in here is like, oh no, we hate this door. So we'll figure that part out. But
Just a smidge.
for now, we're having fun.
To the left.
Yep.
I know I should hand thread these, but
That's good right there.
it's kind
Stop.
of urgent right now. It's just get it on. I'll try for you viewers to get hand threaded.
Hold on, sorry, I'm stuck on that.
Stuck on the thing. Yep. Oh, come on, get it on there. Come on, baby. This is so stupid. Hey, you got it. Oh, crap. No. Push. It's a boy. Give it a push. Yeah, there.
Are you sure that goes right there?
Yeah, I'm positive.
I'm not feeling good about that at all.
To be fair, this is my second 12C, so
Just slide it all the way
pro
through. Slide the bolt all the way through.
we gotta get the little rubber bugger on there.
No, we don't. Just slide it all the way through there.
Okay.
Yep. And then just give it a hand thread.
I really hope this pans out.
Just get your electric one.
Well, we'll strip it if we don't do this by hand. It's just kind of tough because the whole thing. Okay, is this bolt just like?
Oh, it's slightly stripped. That's excellent.
We have more.
And we have plenty. So that's
How we feeling, Steve?
Okay. Get this one through. That one was stripped. This one is not. Although. You know what? We're just gonna. My back. Okay, we're not aligned. There we go.
That's good, right there. Okay.
4 more to go.
Thank you, Jack.
We're here for you, Kenny.
Yeah. I can't reach him. No, don't worry, I got him.
You need the washer?
No. It's so much easier now. I actually like the faded red paint and the white door.
It's a great look. It's like dead
We just need a little
lollipop
blue. It
and
could be a total Union Jack.
old bubble gum. This sucks so bad. You wanted to swap the doors.
It's because they're better.
Yeah, McLaren, exactly.
No, we can get a job with those submarine dudes. Of course, they're all dead now, but is that too soon? I don't know. Feels like, I'm just going to give you a hot take on that whole Titanic thing. Here it goes.
You need to stop right now.
If someone came to me and said, pay money to climb inside a Pringles can that super janky and honestly looked like I put it together, not happening. Let alone the fact that everyone knows, and I say this with all love and respect to the families that were impacted and the lives that were lost, but seriously, everyone knows carbon fiber is not supposed to be flexed. It's a whole thing. I'm going to strongly urge us all to attach these bolts here.
I'm working. Uh-oh, hey.
Oh shit, stop!
What happened?
Is the door cracking?
What happened? I can't see.
This would be the bolt that is too long and just shattered the windshield.
Did it really?
Oh, it matches, matches my GT3 windshield.
Hang on. Pause, gentlemen.
Is the windshield really cracked?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, I got it good.
Hey, guess what? We have a second one. On next episode, replacing a broken windshield.
Okay, hold on.
I've been downgraded to this now that I broke the windshield.
Here. All right, we can tighten that one now.
There's more on the bottom of the gauge here. I don't know if
See
it's
the
a
whole
little bit loose.
piston thing? My idea. The breaking the windshield, also my idea, so it's back home. Other than that, been doing great so far.
I don't know how, but
Because this thing ain't budging. I mean, it's like
How far away is it from the...
a good inch. Oh wait, whatever you were doing was working. Ah, yeah, yes! Okay, tighten it.
Okay, go for it. Can we tighten these up?
Yeah, commit to the bit.
Give me a second.
Okay, good news is the door's finally in.
okay, are all the bolts in?
They are.
Let's have a magic closing. You do the honors.
Whoa, wait a minute. Okay,
I
oh
know that's a
magic
little,
conch.
this is happening.
Wow.
Yay!
Do it again.
This is the ugliest car I have ever seen.
That just happened.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna look great.
I believe you. Wait a minute, just hang on one second. Tolerances are nice.
Now let's look up the
It's not like the McLaren's tolerances were any better, let's be honest.
All right, we're gonna hook up the battery now. Because remember, the whole reason we put these doors on is these are the magic slidey doors. They have the touchless sensor.
We'll see if this works.
So we're gonna.
There's a door arrow code. So
It's
not the door arcade.
Okay, battery.
Look, the window went in. Did you see that?
I don't think it's programmed to do this.
This guy.
Oh no.
Oh wait, you're not doing it right.
I mean, my hands are gross, hold on. Okay, fine, you do the slide.
It did fold in, so it's getting power.
You're not doing it right.
I bet they turned off the power.
Just gotta
net
warm it up.
for the sensor.
Now this is why we didn't use the buttons. This is stupid.
And if you put it from the inside, the alarm will go off.
I don't care. I will literally Dukes of Hazzard this door. I am not.
Hey, you're a 0 and a 1 away from a McLaren Dukes of Hazzard right now.
Well, let me try turning the car on. Because, let's see, wait, hold on.
You should be able to open a door without the car on. That's a good sign, the whole mirror thing.
Okay, well, let me try that side again.
Whoa!
You're not worthy.
Yes! Okay, I was not expecting that. Great. Okay. Wow.
You know, it could also be because all these tools were kind of blocking the doorway there. Right to it. Sign of a building block.
Look at that.
Oh, yes.
Go
That's
home and
exciting.
Call of Duty now.
Yes, exactly. He's a little easy there.
I'm the quality tester.
Without the front end, it'd be fantastic.
And this thing
Exactly.
does fire up, just so you know. It's kind of a beast.
It could be the
Unlike the other one, which is a bit of a menace to start, as we found out in the last video.
Correct. But this one fires up. It absolutely does. She's working. All right.
first McLaren rat rod.
We have to put it on a windshield now, but
You used them all.
okay, quick P1 project update. So we're kind of taking a little bit of a different direction because the mono cage, the carbon fiber tub passenger compartment, it's a little hard to get your hands on. In other words, there aren't any right now, and there's no other ones that have been flooded in Florida. So right now, the plan is we're going to strip this bad boy down, number one. Number two, we are going to attempt to build a top portion for this existing carbon fiber, this monocell. The monocell, which came with the MP4-12C, the bottom half of it, this part, like here down, is actually identical, theoretically, to the P1. Now, we don't know, but I believe there's like the 10 millimeter hole, mount holes, all that, blah, blah, blah. So I believe it's identical or largely identical. So we're gonna get this all off, we're gonna strip it down, we'll 3D scan the tub just so that we can have a 3D scan of it, and then we're going to model a top half that will fit the P1 components, so primarily like the roof, blah, 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 all of the above. And so technically, we should be able to strip all this off, we'll get the tub, you know, kind of down to the nub, get it scanned, then we'll start putting things back together because I believe the bottom half of this tub, the rear subframe will mount to it, which is right here. I am gonna get this kind of inspired by Tavares. I'm gonna get this powder coated black because reasons. It's awesome. And I did think about getting, you know, the Fanta's not there for any old reason. I did think about actually getting this car powder coated in orange to match the orange body parts over there. So we'll see, we're thinking about it. But as much as I can get my hands on, we will do it. But right now we're gonna use the subframe either from the MP4. If that doesn't work, then we'll use a 675 front subframe. Again, and I know I've said some of these parts are identical, but you know, a lot of these are usable if we want, but we have all the OEM P1 parts. And again, our goal is build an OEM P1, which is going to take many moons and a lot of work, blah, blah, blah. But I really do genuinely believe that this carbon mono cell can be turned into a monocage if we build effectively what we're calling a top hat for it. We'll find out.
All right, well, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And hey, if you haven't seen any of our videos before, we have 2 other videos before this. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.